Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, which is I, Nufftingz. So, this is one of these videos that's going to be highly energetic, I think, because I usually do these recordings late at night. Kids go to bed, and I'm free and I'm talking. But now, it's during the day, I had breakfast, and yeah. So, all right, let's talk about Groudon Raid Weekend, right? So Kyogre was a pain in the ass, as we all know. Groudon was no different. Groudon was a pain in the ass. Okay, so Saturday, I went out to do the raids after I went to a diabetes appointment. Yes, I'm diabetic, and I had to go do this appointment. New doctor, check to make sure everything's in working order, nothing is falling off. And before you ask, I'm okay, thank you. So I had hosted the meetup, and like I've said before, with these meetups, I don't really have to direct anybody, right? Like everybody knows where to go. It's like I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just everybody knows where to go. It's a sequence now, unless you're new, but you catch on quick. Now I host a meetup from 6 a.m. because that's when it starts. Usually we meet up at like around 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but the meetup starts at 6 for anyone that wants to just be there and do it, right? So anywho, and ends at 10 as usual. But anywho, so I went to this diabetes appointment and I came back to square one around 3. I got to square one around 3, right? So I'm doing this, I get to Groudon and I see a couple people there and they were like, oh, like an hour ago there was so many and now there's none. I was like, oh. Anyways, while I was there, I saw Mega Latios, I saw Mega Latias, and I was like, yo, if they're gonna do this, shouldn't it only be Groudon? But of course, with the Shadow Raids, they don't have Groudon, they don't have the Shadow Pokemon at every gym. Like you gotta go places, right? It's funny how this event, it's like Pokemon Go doesn't want you to drive, but for this event, they want you to drive. It's always been weird to me, the whole thought process on Pokemon and what Niantic or Scopely now is doing with the game. Like they want you to walk, but it's not like everybody has gyms clustered together like that. So anywho, there was a group of guys, well, a group of people that from 6 a.m. they went driving and they went 15 hours. Apparently they weren't stopping for pee breaks or eating, which I don't know for sure. I wasn't there, but it's like, dude, if y'all ain't stopping for pee breaks and eating, y'all are crazy. Because I even noticed whenever you watch those YouTubers like, Brandon Tan, Fleece King, those guys will grind and then have lunch, grind, then have dinner, that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if you're not stopping to, have breaks and all that, like, you're crazy. Because me being diabetic, I gotta stop the breaks, man. That's why I don't go with them. Or maybe I'm just not cool enough. Anywho, moving on. So the Saturday, I didn't really get too many raids in, right? And then Sunday, there was a lot more. And people were driving around. And all the sweats that were there on Saturday weren't there on Sunday, right? So those people that did that 15 hours weren't there on Sunday, unless they were somewhere else. Because a lot of them go to Streetsville, right? And they'll do the raids there. I never been, but I assume that there's more of a cluster of gyms at Streetsville. But yeah, so the event was fine. It was the way it always been. It's not the way it should be. It's the way it's always been, where it's like you have to drive. So like I don't know where you all are located. If it's like more of a cluster of gyms and all that, or if you're just a casual, not a sweat. But these guys, like these people, they'll just drive to these raids, and it's like I thought Pokemon Go was where you had to walk. But what do I know, right? But yeah, so that was the whole thing with Groudon. Like, I don't know if there's really much to say. Like, it's not like ranting and complaining about it will change anything. Like, this is how they structured it, and this is how it's going to stay. I would like it if they would have them more clustered up together. But I mean, it's also, you're really doing it for Team Rocket. Like, Team Rocket is there, and people are just hitting the Team Rocket. And that's the other thing. The last time we had this for Kyogre, I couldn't find Staryu, and I couldn't get the collection done. This one, I couldn't find Dino or Dino, however you call it, and Quillfish. And I did like 100 of these Team Rockets. I did so many. I couldn't find one Quillfish or one Dino. And I was like, dude. And then other people were like, couldn't find a Dino also. But then some people were like finding Quillfish like crazy. I don't know how I didn't find a Quillfish. Like literally, bro. Every time I got a dragon grunt, it was Tyrant. It was Bagon. I call him Bagoon, but Bagon. Like, dude, it was so weird. Like, bro, like this happened with the last one. I couldn't find a Staryu, and then after the event was over, like an hour later, I saw a Staryu, and I'm like, yo, hello. But I don't know, man. It was crazy. Like that's the one thing too. Like it's like, bro, like why is it so hard to find these collections sometimes, man? I mean, there's probably people out there that find them quick. I didn't have that luck both times. So anyways, so let's move on to another thing that I want to talk about. So going back to my previous rants about my ambassador. Well, not my ambassador, the Mississauga ambassador. So she left, right? And there's been no message from her, nothing. There's no comments, nothing. The only thing she's been doing is posting up infographics. Now, one of the people, like her campfire is practically dead, but there are some people that are still trying to keep it afloat. And one person in particular is Gym Adjuster. And everybody knows I don't like this guy. Gym Adjuster likes to post, things praising her, practically sucking on her big toe, right? And I'm like, dude, the simp behavior is just overwhelming now. It's like, dude, stop. Like, she's not, like, yesterday, I was at Square One for my meetup, which was for Origin Dialga Raid Hour, right? And I was like to some people, I'm like, dude, y'all are like still posting stuff in her campfire. Her campfire is dead. She hasn't hosted a meetup in how long? And even before, when she was ambassador and was around, she wasn't hosting any meetups, right? And these people are still trying to keep her stuff afloat when my campfire is actually bumping and we're hosting meetups. Like we're actually doing stuff, right? There's more engagement in mine, but why are these people trying to keep her stuff going? I don't understand. And then like, apparently her birthday was like yesterday or day before or something. And all you see is happy birthday, to the best ambassador ever. I hope you catch all the Hundos. And it's like, I'm not saying not to wish her happy birthday. Like even me, happy birthday, girl. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say you were amazing and you were the greatest ambassador, seeing how there's only one and you didn't host meetups. You didn't do anything. It says you were just given the ambassador role from Niantic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do anything. Like, this is why I don't understand. Like, why are we praising crappy behavior? We're praising someone that didn't even put the effort in. And then kept saying, "Oh yeah, for the heart of the cards." No, that's not what she said. She was like, "Oh, for the strength of the community," type of shit. And it's like, bro, you weren't even there. And then here's the other thing: everyone still thinks that she's here, and she's gonna host the raid. Or sorry, she's gonna host the meetup. And I talked to one of her good friends the other day, and dude was like, "Bro, she's moving to California to live with her boyfriend," which is great. Do your thing, boo boo. But I'm saying, like, yo, y'all don't understand. Like, she's gone. She's moved on. So stop praising her. Move on. Leave her campfire and go to the one where someone's actually making the effort. I don't understand how people don't understand effort. Anyway, so one dude that was there, he's always talking shit. Like, he's always, got some shit to say. And he was like, bro, it's just shade on you, eh? Like, it's just, that's what it is. They're trying to shade you. And I'm like, bro, why? Like, it's not like I'm not making the effort here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? Like, you're shading me over someone that didn't put no effort in. And like, what I don't understand too, a lot of things I don't understand is that a lot of them do the Indian rupees thing. So they don't care about free stuff or whatever. And that's pretty sad, bro. Like, we're so much people are so, you know, self-absorbed and all about themselves that they don't care if anybody else, gets some love. Not everybody's gonna put thousands in the game. Like one dude, the same dude I was talking shit, he was even like, bro, he doesn't like that when they do a raid, if they don't have the hundo, like, cause you know what the hundo CP is, right? They just run and then go to the next raid. And he's like, bro, I gotta catch them for the candy. And then what they do is they leave, then they go to the next one, and then they do it, and you're still catching yours or whatever, and or they miss it on the lobby, and then people get annoyed. And they're like, bro, like I'm trying to play this game, I'm trying to do it with the community, and people are just going ahead. And I mean, now I sort of understand when Brandon Tan was here, he got really annoyed on the behavior of people out here. Right, I've never talked about this I only talked about what he said that was wrong, but I got to say what he said. I have to say what he said that was right. There was a dude that because he would not catch the Pokemon, right? Now he'll tell you he does that, but he didn't catch the Pokemon. He would go off to the next raid, right? And then when you were too late to get to the raid, he would say skill issue, right? And when Brandon Tan heard about this, he got extremely upset. And he's like, I don't like that bullying behavior. And I looked at him like, what bullying? But now that I think about it, it's sort of bad. Like, not sort of, it is bad. You know, we're all supposed to be doing this as a community, but you have the guys that don't care, that have unlimited funds put into the game, that don't really give a crap. And then you have the people that are trying to get the most out of their money. They're trying to get the most out of their coins. They're trying to get the most out of their raid passes. And then you have the other guys that are so, going back to the previous ones I'm saying, you have these guys that put so much into it, right? We have one dude that has 1,000,000 coins. Not a glitch. Literally puts in that much money. So how do you put 1,000,000 coins against someone like me who has 1,000? Or someone that has none, or they go on by their coins come from gyms, getting 50 coins a day and accumulating it just to buy something. So it's like, it sort of sucks, because then what if you're that person that, you're trying to catch that shadow Groudon, and then you go to the next one and the lobby's already filled and you're by yourself now and you have no one to join you. So then you have to go to the next one after that. It's sort of bad that we don't have where people could just chill and wait. It's like, I gotta get it, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. And then when they get their shadow, their hundo, then they throw it in your face like, yo, look what I got, guys. Look at my shundo. But it's like, bro, you couldn't chill. You just had to go into it so raw. Like, you just can't calm down a little bit. But I don't know, man. That's just me saying like, yo, the game is structured so bad. And as much as people want to pretend like, oh, it's not about money, it's all about money, they don't care about us. They don't care about the person without any money. They don't care about anybody. They only care about the big people that have all the money in the game, all the investment. Honestly, I don't even think they care about them. Like, seriously, does Niantic really care about anybody when it comes to this? All they care about is the bottom line, right? So yeah, that was my whole thing on that. Like, it's a little bit sad that, people just can't just play nice with each other. It's like, it's more of that my penis is bigger than yours type of thing. It's really sad to me. Actually, it's not really sad to me because I don't really care. It's more sad for the people that, they're trying to get the most out of the game, right? But yeah, so, there's a lot of issues in the city. A lot of egos and a lot of, I don't like this person for what they're doing type of stuff. But then going back to the whole thing with the ambassador. So the whole joke about it is like, you see a lot of this stuff where people are still trying to praise her as the greatest, as like she's the GOAT ambassador. And it's like, dude, like we're praising nonsense. And this is what I'm saying about this whole gym adjuster guy too. He's one of them that's really into it. Like everybody knows this. Everybody sees it. And like last week there was an event going on at Celebration Square and it was a Caribbean event. It was a Caribbean and African event, right? So it was there from Friday and Saturday. So I went there the Saturday. So this is the Shadow Groudon. So that's one of the things that I was doing. And boy, I got some good food. And I noticed that not one person posted a picture saying, oh, look, there's an event going on. You know, you guys should go check it out. But the week before, there was a Filipino event. And Jim Adjuster posted in the group. He's like, oh, there's an event going on. Good food, good eats, and whatever, right? And I'm looking at this stuff like, bro, you praise the Filipino event, but you don't praise the black event. And I got a little annoyed about that. I'm like, bro, you don't praise any other, you don't praise any of the black events, but you praise all the other events. You know what I'm saying? Like the black event was good. They had good music going on. The food was spectacular. They had a whole bunch of like, stuff to buy. They had all these hats and everything. They had all this stuff to buy. They had all this food. It was a good event. Like people were, having fun. And you don't praise that, but you praise the Filipino event when you're not even Filipino, bro. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know. To me, it's like nobody cares that there was an. But then what was funny is that when I saw it, I saw people that I knew, and then my own culture was there representing Jamaican, so we're representing Jamaican stuff. But I don't know, man. It was weird to me. Like the whole structure of Mississauga and the way how people are, it's really silly and I hate it. Like I think it's really dumb. There's too much of me, 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 me. There's no, caring about the next person. I don't know, man. But yeah, this is the whole thing. This is what I'm saying about that. But the whole thing with the ambassador and her being gone and not hosting events and people still trying to keep that group afloat. Like, what is she going to do? She's going to come over here once a year to visit her parents or something and then host an event. Are y'all going to be happy with that? Like, support what's trying to make a move. Don't support what's just sitting on its butt playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's my rant for today. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I wish all you the best in Pokemon Go and whatever you're doing. And it's a great way to stay in shape.